So I got to do Ray, the Firefly, and that is actually, this is kind of a challenge because there are a lot of scenes in the movie where I had to animate, or we had to animate him really small. But obviously you can't draw him that small, so you have to draw him big, and then through the lovely thing of the computer, we can shrink him down. But I'll just take you through sort of my construction of Ray. And the one thing with him is that, unlike Randy and Bruce's character, he isn't very handsome. And yes, I did look in the mirror. But he's a charming character. He's sort of the heart of the film in a lot of ways. He's your romantic. He's just forever seeing the positive side, and certainly with Tiana and Naveen, he sees the potential of blossoming love. So, but he was a blast to work with because we finally, like Eric was saying, we went on this retreat, and a lot of the drawings that were being done of Ray, they always kind of seemed to sort of circle around the same thing, and we kept fighting it to try to find different shapes, but eventually it sort of led me down to the path of just sort of keeping him, this larger head to his butt, which he's very proud of in the movie, and just sort of keeping him sort of a very happy-looking guy, even though he's been through a lot as far as getting pretty beaten up in the bayou, but he is by far just something that I think of all the characters that I've had a chance to work on, he was a lot of fun. It was just a lot that was brought to me through the voice of Jim Cummings, who does the voice of Ray, who also is Winnie the Pooh, and he's done Tigger, and a lot of other voices that I'm sure we've all heard radio and then on animated films. But the great thing about Jim is that he was such a strong voice, and that just makes the job of an animator so much easier. And he really gave me a lot of great stuff to work with, and I wish he could draw a little bit better than I'm doing right now. But that's Ray and his beloved Evangeline up in the sky.